There's a new attraction amid the hustle and bustle of Portobello Road in West London's Notting Hill neighbourhood. It's the Distillery, a hot spot for the capital's favourite spirit, gin. But you can do more than just drink here. The house was opened by London's Portobello Road Gin Distillery.
We want it to be a home for the brand, a home for the gin, but also a home for gin in London, really. So we've got everything you could hope for. We've got a distillery, a museum, 2 bars, both specialising in gin, a specialist gin shop as well, and if you want to stay the night in a distillery, you can as well. So yes, your one-stop shop for all things gin.
In the bar on the ground floor, the hard stuff is stored in old wooden casks. While upstairs on the first floor, the Gin Tonica restaurant serves gin and tonic with more than 160 kinds of gin on offer from all over the world.
In this bar, Gin Tonica, where we are now, we're specialising very much in the kind of Spanish-style gin and tonic copper serves. And the thinking behind that is that you team a particular gin with a particular tonic and a particular garnish, where all the flavours work together. So we wanted a wide array of gins for this bar.
In deference to Spain's rather surprising thirst for the gin and tonic cocktail, Gin Tonica also serves tapas. In Spain, gin and tonic is usually an accompaniment to a meal.
Gin and food is probably quite a big trend right now in terms of either cooking with gin or pairing specific dishes. Seafood dishes work really well, so even like gin-cured salmon, that works really well. And don't forget juniper as an ingredient goes really well with things like venison.
The distillery isn't just a place to drink gin, but to experience it. In the cellar is a little museum. The Dutch Prince William of Orange first brought juniper spirits to the British Isles in the 17th century. Its popularity spread rapidly. In the 18th century, severe penalties were imposed to keep an epidemic of gin drinking within socially acceptable bounds. Today's gin bears little resemblance to the cheap hooch of those days, as visitors to the distillery's Gin Institute find out. Along with juniper, up to 150 different flavourings and active ingredients may be added. Here, small groups can even brew their very own gin variety.
Just change the strength.
Even now, the workshops are often fully booked.
It's quite inspiring to see because that you get completely different experiences and actually different levels in which you want to that you can interact with both the distillery and the team. So if you really wanted a hands-on, really immersive experience, you can get that. If you just wanted to pop in for a drink, you can have that. If you actually just wanted some food and just hang out with some friends, there's a huge range of experiences all under one roof and all centred around gin.
And for guests who've had their fill of gin, or more than, the distillery has a boutique hotel on the top floor. Comfortable and yet close enough to reach for the next gin at their convenience.